Once again this week, we've broken the record for electricity usage in a single day. All of this 100+ degree heat has people concerned about the state's power grid keeping up with demand.
So the February freeze in 2021 left millions of people in the dark when the state power grid just could not keep up. So can the grid handle the heat? Investigator Joel Eisenbaum is getting answers for us.
Heat can be, it can be detrimental to your lives.
In Houston, the Beat the Heat program to bring AC units to those who need the most is now up and running. City and county leaders stress, don't try to tough it out in this heat.
If you got air conditions and they are working, I would prefer that you turn them on and utilize them.
The city has opened up public cooling centers too. Remember, staying at home means using electricity, and there's already a strain on the power grid. Still, the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, ERCOT, the state's grid operator, says they're prepared. ERCOT expects a summer peak demand of just over 77,000 megawatts and says there are more than 91,000 megawatts available to meet that demand. That's about a 5% increase in capacity versus last summer. And remember what they told us.
We'll be redesigning the ERCOT market for the future so that Texas has a grid that reliably delivers affordable power.
We are hitting numbers this week that ordinarily we wouldn't hit until August.
But Ed Hers, an energy economist at the University of Houston, says concerns over enough generation are warranted. Texas has less generation now than it did more than a decade ago.
That dispatchable fleet, what they call thermal generators that you can turn on and turn off, has shrunk.
In fact, just last month, some power plants went offline, causing ERCOT to ask Texans to conserve energy. That was in May.
6 units trip off, and we had 20,000 megawatts of dispatchable power that wasn't available due to maintenance.
Hers says all this shows even though ERCOT says there's enough generating capacity to meet demand, there are still scenarios where rolling blackouts could occur. Believe it.
Pointed weather interruptions, plants having unexpected outages, in other words, say maintenance or some other part of the grid breaking down.
Hers does say ERCOT has renewable energy to rely on too, reserves on tap.
We do have significant wind and significant solar energy assets that are contributing.
You can see how that solar energy plays a role in daily energy use. ERCOT makes that information public. They also have real-time supply and demand usage updates. And you can see current grid conditions, so you can understand how close we really are to trouble. We've got an easy way to get you that information. Find it on click2houston.com/investigates. Also, the city's so far given away 38 air conditioners. We've got more about that program too. It's at Click2 Houston. Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC 2 News.